everybody. Happy Wednesday, May 20th, 2020. And get to read the next two chapters in Jack and Annie for you. Chapters 3 and 4. And we'll see what Jack and Annie do when they're headed to the bottom of the ocean. All right, make sure that you have the tools that you need today. You have your dry erase surface. You have your marker. You have your sock. Because I have another riddle for you today. And I have a secret message for you today. But before I get that started, I want you to share the news with somebody in your family. And I want you, this is a really good one. So I want you to think about shrinking down to the size of an ant. So you're the size of an ant. What would you do if you could shrink down and be the size of an ant? What fun could you have? What adventures would you take? Where would you go? All right, go share that fun with your families. And while I'm reading today, I want you to be thinking about what Jack records in his notebook about the coral reef. What are some of the things that he writes down? What is some of the research that he's learning and sharing in his notebook? Do you think that the dolphin could be an answer to the riddle? Rough and gray like a rock, plain as plain can be, deep inside me, there's beauty, right? Or something along those lines. But those are the 4 clues for the riddle. Gray and rough like a rock, as plain can be, hidden deep inside, there's beauty in me. Could it be a dolphin? We'll see. All right, here's our riddle today. Oh, why did the cookie go to the doctor? Why did the cookie go to the doctor? Say it with me. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? All right, get your skywriters up. Here we go. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? Dot. All right, let's get our lines done. Why did All right, remember if you need more time, go ahead and hit pause. I'm going to share my lines with you. Check and see. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? All right, things I want you to check for. Memory bank words and word patterns. Lots of memory bank words. All right. Lots of memory bank words and only one word pattern. All right, these are your memory bank words. And these, if they're not written the right way, when you're finished with your message, I want you to go back and fix them and then show somebody in your family that you fixed them. Why did the go to? And I want you to make sure you have the word pattern. This one's going to be Listen for the word pattern in your message. All right, and then come up with an answer. Why did the cookie go to the doctor? All right, secret message time. Ooh, 2 messages. Oh, you know what? I'm going to save this mystery. I'm going to save this secret message. And I'm going to come up with a different one. Ready? Just one message. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Ready? Oh, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Okay. So, I'm gonna write all the memory bank words on it right now. And we'll do those together. Okay, so these are the memory bank words we have in my secret message today. What's this one? And, good. What's this one? Are, good. What's this one? On, good. All right, so now I have some words with word patterns. Okay, so we have two words that have word patterns. That's the ack pattern. You got it. What's that word? Jack. Good. What word pattern's in this word? Oh, good. It's the ing pattern. You tell me what the beginning sound is. W. I'm going to give you the middle. Awk. W. Awk. Ing. Put it together. Walking. Good. All right, so we got Jack and are walking on. Excellent. Let's fill in these last two. I have a feeling that you know what one of them is. Let's do it. Good. Jack and Annie are walking on, and this is a long one, and we're going to do it all together. Ready? Sound by sound. S. K. Put it together. Sk. Good. L. Skell. Good. Skell. Skelet. Ons. Skeletons. What is it? Skeletons. That's right. So here's our message. Jack and Annie are walking on skeletons. And if you haven't done Mrs. Maranta's video this week, I want you to go in and listen because she has a really good video with short E for skeletons. All right, nice job. Oh, sorry, I have to fix that on our work here because you haven't heard what happens next in the story, and I didn't want to give anything away today. All right, so go ahead and hide your tools if you haven't already, and remember what you're going to think about. You're going to think about what Jack wrote down in his notebook to describe the coral reef. So what are some of the things that they're seeing there? What are some of the things that he's finding out about? All right, so chapter 3 is called Mini Sub. If you remember, that's where Jack and Annie are. And remember, Annie didn't follow the rules. She didn't follow Jack's directions. She touched the buttons anyways. And then a map appeared on the screen. "You've really done it now, Annie," said Jack. I'm sorry, but look out the window," Annie said. "Just look." "Forget it. We have to figure this out." Jack stared at the computer. He saw a row of pictures at the top of the screen. He was feeling very angry. "What did you do?" he asked. "I just pressed the on button," said Annie. These were the 3 pictures Jack was looking at. Sea star, a book, and some waves. "The screen lit up and I pressed the sea star." "That must be the command to go underwater," said Jack. "Yeah, and then this map came on," said Annie. Okay, the map shows the reef," said Jack. "Look, there's the mini sub on the map. It's moving through the reef." "It's like a video game," said Annie. "I bet I know what to do." Annie pressed a key with an arrow pointing right. The mini sub on the screen moved to the right, and the real mini sub moved right too. Great, said Jack with relief. You press the arrows to steer the mini sub. So now we can get back to the reef. Oh, check out this picture. Oh no, not right away, said Annie. It's so beautiful down here. Take a look at all those things that they're seeing. There's that red, yellow, and blue coral. There's all those fish that Guinnison was thinking about that they would see. We have to get back to the reef, said Jack. His eyes were still glued onto the computer screen. What if the owners find that it's gone and that they think we've taken it? Look out the window, said Annie, just for one tiny second. Jack sighed and pushed his glasses into place. He looked up. Oh, man, he said softly. Outside the glass was a strange world of bright, moving color. It looked like another planet. The mini sub was moving past red, yellow, and blue coral. There was our secret message on Monday. And it was going past little coral mountains, valleys, and caves, past fish of every color and every size. Can't we stay for a little while? The answer to Morgan's riddle must be here, said Annie. She really wants to stay. Looks beautiful. Chapter 4 is called Fish City. There were fish everywhere, floating over the swaying seagrass, eating on the white sandy bottoms, peeping out of coral caves. Some kinds of coral look like blue fingers or lacy fans. Others look like deer antlers or lettuce leaves or mushrooms or even trees. Jack read in the book, coral reefs are only found in warm tropical water. Nearly 5,000 different species of fish live around coral reefs in the Indian and Pacific Oceans. We live next to the Atlantic Ocean. The Pacific is on the other side of the United States. Jack pulled out his pencil and his notebook. Think about the question that you're going to talk about with your families. And he started to make a list. Coral reef research. Warm water. Over 5,000 kinds of fish. Look, said Annie. The sub floated past a huge starfish, then a pink jellyfish, then a blue seahorse. Jack added to the list. Starfish, jellyfish, seahorses. What's that? Said Annie. Jack saw a creature that looked like a giant pancake with a long tail. It's a stingray, said Jack. He put it on the list as well. And what's that? Said Annie. She pointed to the biggest shell Jack had ever seen. It was as big as a footstool. I'll have to check that one, said Jack. He turned the pages in the ocean book. When he got to the page about clams, he read out loud. The giant clam of the coral reef is 3 feet wide and weighs up to 200 pounds. Wow, said Annie. No kidding, said Jack. He added giant clam to the list. Dolphins, cried Annie. Jack looked up. 2 dolphins were peeking in the window. They tapped their noses against the glass. Their eyes were bright. They seemed to be smiling. So right now I want you to close your eyes and visualize. I want you to think about what it looks like to be in that coral reef with all those brightly colored tiny skeleton stacks and all the beautiful fish everywhere. All different kinds, all different colors. Then you see the giant clam, you see the giant sea star, and then you see those dolphins looking right at you inside the mini sub. Jack laughed. It's like we're in a fish tank and they're looking at us, he said. I'm going to call them Suki and Sam, said Annie, because they're sister and brother, just like you and me. I think you're crazy, said Jack. Here's a kiss for you, Suki.